It is now time for a three-way tag team match, and this is set for one fall. Introducing first. They are the team of Big Dirty and Hollowpoint, the League.
Now I have a personal connection with both of these men. Big Dirty I used to be a manager of, and then I took all your money, and then I also, didn't I successfully defend my title against you? And then Hollowpoint have had many wars over the years with both men. You know, I know very well, like, inside and out.
All right, quite a unique pairing here with the real deal Man of Steel Hollowpoint and the man simply known as Big Dirty.
I don't like Big Dirty. The problem is he doesn't stick to the lane. He's good at both techniques and a power standpoint. I don't like that. You should only be good at one thing.
Introducing team number 2. They are the Hand of Creation.
Hand of Creation led by Mr. Nobody. The Hand of Creation really has intrigued me over the past few shows. You don't see many teams like them.
You know, they've intrigued me too, Mr. Bezos, and they've intrigued me with their amazing amount of success. I have not seen a new tag team climb the ranks as fast as they have, and you gotta give Mr. Nobody credit as their manager, their leader, as their, maybe possibly their creator. They have been very successful lately, and let's see what they can do in this three-way tag team match.
You know, I really like the Hand of Creation. I think they're model employees. They're mindless. They are loyal to a fault, and they're willing to put their bodies on the line for little to no gain. And those are the types of qualities I'm looking for in an employee. So I appreciate the Hand of Creation.
All right, Mr. Bezos looking for some possible employees here. And their final opponents. They are Smoke Signals! All right, fans, Smoke Signals hitting the ring. We've got the big man and the quick man. We've got the happy-go-lucky and the serious. We've seen this tag team here in Versus Pro Wrestling before, and they always are having a good time.
And they got a bit of yin and yang situation going on there. Shadows, I believe, one of the fiercest competitors in Versus Pro Studios. Meanwhile, his partner, kind of an enigma, hard to grapple with, but in many ways.
All right, we got a three-way tag team match here. Smoke Signals, the League, and Hand of Creation. Mr. Bezos, who do you think has the upper hand?
Well, I gotta say, Hand of Creation is probably the team that I know the least amount about, and I would guess that their opponents also know the least about them. They're in sync to a kind of hideous extent. They're brutally simple. They don't try to get the crowd riled up. They just want to win. I mean, they're single-minded. Of course, I do have an affinity for Hollowpoint and Big Dirty. I know them very well, and so I would hope that they win because that makes my record look better. If they climb the ranks, and of course I have wins over them, it makes me look better.
Oh, that's a very logical way of thinking about it, Mr. Bezos. Oh, and Hollowpoint getting us started, swinging around one of the Hands of Creation. All right. Hollowpoint showing off that big strength from the real deal Man of Steel.
Oh, Hand of Creation. Crowd getting a little bit under the skin of Hand of Creation.
But like you said before, they're not usually rattled by any of this stuff. They are single-minded. They are focused. Mr. Nobody has got them winning and dominating. But this is going to be a real big test. Look at that. The Hollowpoint just holding him up with one arm. No big deal at all to this man. Oh, you
showing that strength. What? Why he's called the Man of Steel.
Oh my God! The muscles you have to wield an adult man around like that.
7, 8, 9,
oh, and after 10 seconds in the air, Hollowpoint drops one of the Hands of Creation down, picks him up like nothing, and goes for the win. Oh, but only a one count.
And the feats of strength he's showing off, really, they're pure muscle. He doesn't use momentum. He doesn't use anything like that. He's just picking them straight up.
Just like dead weight, no big deal to this man. He's like deadlifting all these competitors. But here we go. Speaking of power. Oh, Hollowpoint telling him what he's going to do. But the big man wasn't having it. Oh, big. Oh, back-to-back moves. Smoke signals, go for the... Only a 2 count.
Hollowpoint able to stay in it. I don't think the league has been around for very long, but both men have significant tag team experience. I think Big Dirty for a long time was seen something as a tag team specialist, but then he went on a monster singles run, even getting a heavyweight championship. So he's shown that he can survive on his own right, but that tag team experience helping him out here.
And there he's showing that, just like you said, Mr. Bezos, coming in to help his partner break that hold, keep his team in this match.
One thing I like Shadows is doing, he's always wrapping his hand around the neck, making sure that he's controlling the head, controlling that neck, as there's that slingshot, stalling, drop kick.
Oh, and there's that unique double team by smoke signals here. They are a well-oiled machine. They've been tagging, oh, and a 2 count. They've been tagging together for a very long time, as we've seen them for a while here at Versus Pro. Hollowpoint ducks that kick. Picks up his opponent, and a massive spine buster by Hollowpoint. Going for the win over Smoke. Just a 2 count by referee Tommy. Hollowpoint's been in here, I think, Bezos, since the bell rang.
That's absolutely right. He realized that, getting his partner in, keeping everybody fresh.
And here comes the man called Big Dirty. Oh, with the backbreaker here. And then and he's holding his opponent for a double team. Oh, with a drop kick from his partner, Hollowpoint. That might finish this match.
I've always hated going against Big Dirty. You don't know how to prepare for him. He can put you in a variety of submission holds. He can also lift you up and toss you like a little baby. And you see one of those submission holds, wrenching both that neck and hyperextending that elbow.
And looks like Smoke Signals are in a little pain here, just like you said, but they're squeezing out. But Big Dirty has a clubbing blow, takes control back from his opponent. And there's that power you're talking about, Mr. Bezos. Oh, drop into a backbreaker. That's gotta be it. Oh my gosh.
That Bane backbreaker from Big Dirty really doing some work. Now, do you think the Hand of Creation had a game plan going in? Tag out as quickly as possible, let the other 2 teams sort it out, because you saw Hand of Creation number 1 actually tag in to Smoke Signals.
You know, I think you might be onto something there, Mr. Bezos, and I wouldn't be surprised when you're led by Mr. Nobody. He's a devious, smart, calculating man, and he's got his team working together. I wouldn't doubt that they had a plan.
Hollowpoint getting backed off.
Back in the ring, using those huge knees and those huge arms to do damage, and elbow to the back of the head, using that power again from the real deal Man of Steel.
And you know, as you get further and further, if you're a team, in one of these multi-team matches, you kind of forget the other team exists, right? You're starting to forget Hand of Creation is also part of this match. I think they're hoping to slink into the shadows, again, let them tear each other apart, and then maybe pick up the scraps later on.
Well, if that's the plan, it's working just the way they planned it, because Smoke Signals in the league have been going at it here. Meantime, Hands of Creation are just watching in the third corner. Oh, and another unique double team maneuver from the league.
I think Hollowpoint has one of the best inertia-based offenses in Versus Pro Studios. He gets running, he can do a lot of damage to you.
Wow, I really am surprised by the teamwork here from the league.
And Tommy being a little bit lax on that 5 count. Letting them do those double teams.
All right, they are continue to double team on Smoke Signals. The league they have a plan themselves. They are isolating their opponent, and they are hurting them, setting them up. Oh, did you see the size of that elbow? And everybody's in.
Everybody realizes that that he's.
I think Hands of Creation knew that they're probably going to win right there, so
Yeah.
they broke that up.
I mean, so Smoke Signal had been isolated forever. I think Hand of Creation made a calculated risk there. Of course, they're on the wrong side of that calculated risk. Whips him into the corner.
Big Dirty, still the legal man in the ring.
Blind tag? Was that a blind tag?
Oh, and Mr. Nobody finds himself in the corner of the league. He's not supposed to be there. And he's had a lot of drama lately with the Real Deal Man of Steel. Meanwhile, Hand of Creation in the ring. Huge hit. 2. Oh, and a 2 count. I thought Hollowpoint was going to break it up there, even though it wasn't his opponent getting pinned. Oh, they're back over here. I don't like this.
Oh, Big Dirty going backstage. And I think Hollowpoint concerned, realizing that, Big Dirty's emotions have always been the single inhibiting factor.
Oh my! I didn't quite see what happened. I was too busy running for my life. But as you said, we're missing a couple competitors here. Oh, Hollowpoint, Real Deal Man of Steel by himself. Big Dirty going to business for himself and just took off against Mr. Nobody. Meanwhile, Mr. Nobody's Hands of Creation are going to town.
I gotta say, I think that had to be part of the game plan for Hand of Creation. That was just too well oiled for that to be on the spot. I think Mr. Nobody was willing to sacrifice himself to give his tag team a better chance.
That's a pretty darn good game plan there, and if that's the case, then I give major props to Mr. Nobody.
Enziguri brings Hand of Creation number 2 down, trying to get to his partner.
We've got all right, Real Deal Man of Steel taking out the partner in the corner there of Hand of Creation 1. Meanwhile, we got Smoke Signals in the ring in a massive collision.
He's a house of fire with nobody to burn. He gets Hand of Creation 2 up.
How do you lift a man up that big? Oh, and drops him down into a slam. This has gotta be it, Smokes.
No.
Whoa, a close 2 count. I thought for sure. How do you kick out of a massive move like that from a massive man? Smokes. Oh, double team maneuver.
Sharing a joint. Oh!
Real Deal Man of Steel by himself, but still fighting with a.
Oh, goes tumbling out.
I'm not sure who the legal competitor is in the ring right now, Mr. Bezos.
I believe it's. Oh no, I actually don't know. You're right.
Yeah, I believe it's Hand of Creation. And
going for their. I mean, this
and
is their
Smoke Signals.
move.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the impact?
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
Oh! And the winners of this match, Hands of Creation. Did I just see that?
Too little, too late. Big Dirty back with no one to save. Let his emotions get the better of him.
And he left his partner, you're right, Mr. Bezos. Meanwhile, the hands of creation, Mr. Nobody sacrificed himself to put his team in a position to win, to outnumber his teams. And it worked. And the hands of creation with Mr. Nobody and his ominous book pick up a huge win in this three-way tag team match. And you gotta think that they're one step closer to taking on the Versus Pro Tag Team Champions.
But the other story here, the league, Big Dirty's emotions once again got the better of him. I've seen it time and time again. He's thrown away opportunities because he's gotten mad, gotten angry, let his emotions run wild, and this is no different.